Hi everyone, my name is Bret Kennedy. I'm Director at Function Fit Personal Training and also the creator of Foodio, the food diary app, which was formerly known as the MT Diet. Thanks for coming along and checking out this webinar. I'm currently using a program called Reflection to help me to show you exactly what things happened on the iPad. And what I'm going to be doing is, just on some of the things that are a little bit more difficult to see, I'll be moving my mouse cursor over and then obviously it'll just show you what's going on. So let's get started. As you can see, the app has undergone a bit of a transformation when it comes to how it looks. It used to be orange with the MT Diet. Now it's basically all about my logo. So when you first launch the app, this is the first page that you'll be presented with, and then you will come up with an option to choose if you're a metabolic typing client or not. Now, those of you who are MT clients, you'll know who you are. We'll go through and we'll click on yes for you to start with. So once you click on yes, you'll come up with your MT settings page. Now in the top part, you'll see input your metabolic type. If you just put your finger on where it says sympathetic dominant, which is the default, you'll see a little wheel come up, and down the bottom there you'll have all of your different types of metabolic typing, and you'll see that the generic or the preferred macronutrient ratios will be changed in the little circle wheel. So it gives you a bit of an idea and helps you understand a little bit more about what you should be doing. So we'll choose my dominant at the moment, which is parasympathetic. Go down to the next one and we'll input your name. My name, Bret Kennedy. Okay, and then we'll go down to the next one, which is date of most recent metabolic type. What we've set up here is that you should get yourself tested every 3 months, as you know. So we've also got that option in here to put in the date of your last test, and then it will remind you when you have the need to get your next test. So we'll just put in the 22nd of the 6th. It won't really matter. Go down to age. Putting my age in, and then we'll go down to here. Because this app is actually sold right across the world, everybody has their own date format. So we've given you the option. Here in Australia we do day, month, year, and just makes it a little bit easier. Now, a problem that we had with our last upgrade 1.2, which I wasn't aware of because I couldn't really see any of the reviews. They didn't come up when you're in Australia to see American reviews. Anyway, the alarm tone. You have this amazingly annoying default alarm tone that people didn't really want to hear. So we upgraded it. Now that crashed the app a lot. So what I've done is I've gone through and made that completely 100% working. So you can go through and you can choose any particular funky tone that you like. And I just chose a funky guitar. And then we'll go up to the top here and we'll click save. And we're all done. Now, the information page, I've changed it a little bit. I've gone through, and as you can see down the side here, I've got some of those icons. So if we just make that a little bit bigger, you'll see that each of those icons is actually explained in the calendar view, what they do and how they use the app. And if you go through all of this, basically it's just going to go through and give you everything I'm telling you anyway. And for the metabolic typing people, down the bottom here, you'll see these are your menu plans that are given to you by your advisor. And if you do click on one of them, you will see that it comes up with your specific meal plan. And these are the updated ones. So you'll see here as you go through, parasympathetic, which is me, all of your green foods, your black foods, and your red strikeout foods. So that's pretty simple, right? So let's just go up to the top here. We'll hit the back button. And here is our main engine. So I'm just going to go through and describe what each button does first, and then we're going to actually go through and insert little different things everywhere. So this is the information button. The screen that you were just at, if you click on it, brings you back into that page. So you've already seen that, you know what that's all about. Click on the back button. This here is our settings cog. If we click on the settings cog, we go back in and we see everything that we've just input into our data. Now, remember at the start I said if you're a metabolic typing customer or client, you would know exactly what it is that you're doing. Well, if you're not an MT client, at the start you would choose no. And if you chose no, this is the actual setting that you would see. Do you want to change your status as a non-MT client? Yes, we do. So there you see it's exactly the same. Very simple: name, date format, alarm tone, and your age. Pretty simple. So if we go over here and click save, we'll have to pretend that we changed something. And we go up and click save, and we're back to that main calendar screen. So the option's there for people who are not metabolic typing clients to still have all their information put in there. Now, our next button is this one here. And obviously, if we click on it right now, we're going to have nothing. Basically, what this button does is when you put in a meal, which we will show you, when you put in a meal and you need to place your reaction in later on, about an hour and 15 minutes later on, this button will tell you that you have 1, 2, 3, 5, however many reactions you haven't put in for your meal. This is a counter for that. And next we have the appointment. Now this is one of the new features in the app, and I'm pretty proud of it. If you have a nutritionist, physiotherapist, chiropractor, you name it, personal trainer, and you need to make an appointment with them on the spot, well, what we've done is we've implemented something that inputs an appointment with your new therapist, and it goes directly into your iCal calendar and saves that. So it's a little bit of a workaround for people who want to have this functionality inside the app. Makes life a little bit easier. So if you go along and input all of that information as you're supposed to, so we'll put our start date in is tomorrow, 22nd at 10:15, and then it's going to end at 10:30. Makes life easy. Repeat cycle, we're going to repeat that every 2 weeks, and then we're going to click on save, and then we are going to put an alert. We're going to put an alert 1 hour before, and we're going to click on save. And then something pretty important to me is, as you can see, I've got 4 or 5, 6, 7 calendars in here. The problem with Mac is that calendars are quite difficult to keep up to date, especially if you've got 3 or 4 different devices, including a laptop and stuff like that. So we've put the option in so that you can choose the particular calendar that this is going to be viewed on. So for me, it's going to be for FunctionfitPT, and then we'll go back up to the top and we'll click save. Down the bottom there, any particular notes, make sure you bring x-rays. Something simple, doesn't really matter. And now we're going to click on save. Now, that little button that comes up and says appointment added, what that's actually done is it's added in that appointment to your iCal calendar. So if we double click down the bottom as you normally would to go into our iCal calendar, you'll see here tomorrow, if we go to week Thursday, Friday, double click on appointment, there it is, appointment with therapist, start time, end time, bi-weekly, and you're done. So look, that's just a feature that I've added in to make life a little bit easier for people, so I hope you like that one.